I be honest with you, I think some people should not become medical billers, not because they're not smart enough or anything, but because this work requires a lot of adaptability, emotional resilience, communication, and attention to detail, which most people underestimate. Hello and welcome. This is Inlera University. My name is Jasmine Vieles. I'm so happy that you've made it in this space where we focus on alleviating the stress and confusion in the business of healthcare. And today we're talking about why some people should not become medical billers. The internet has made it seem like an easy work from home career to develop. But what people don't really understand are the pressures that come with it. The pressures that come from handling denied insurance claims, difficult conversations, the constant change, the mental exhaustion that comes from working inside the US healthcare system each and every day. Listen, if you're someone who avoids stress, easily shuts down, and struggles with constant learning, then this career may feel much heavier than you expect. If you appreciate this honest conversation about US healthcare careers, sustainable growth, and what this industry actually looks like behind the scenes, then give this video a thumbs up. By the end of the video, I hope that you understand why medical billing may or may not be for you. If you like content like this, then don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you can stay connected to content that we put out here each and every week, as well as when we go live. Let's get into it. If you hate constant learning, then you should not become a medical biller. Medical billing is not static. There's constant shift and change. There's constant new information that we need to understand, interpret, so that we can be better at our positions as a medical biller and within a medical practice. Insurance policies change. Medical coding and regulations are constantly changing. Payer policies might shift. Your contract may or may not shift. And even the software solutions that we use are constantly evolving. Strategies and ways that we might approach resolving denied claims will also change. If you're coming into this industry with the mindset of teach me this once, then you will not survive in the world of medical billing, because we are constantly learning new information so that we can apply that information in the best way possible to get the best results for our claims. The one main ingredient I would say is adaptability, making sure that you understand that this position will require you to learn information, and you want to shift and adjust with that new information with ease. Okay, next is, if details drain you, you should not become a medical biller. Listen, you guys, details are the heart of this work. Someone who can understand, have attention to that detail, and recognize that the essence of what we do and the solutions that we're looking for are in those details. Details that might result in denied claims or paid claims. So it's absolutely vital that you understand that details are the heartbeat of this medical billing and revenue cycle world. Even the smallest mistake can cause a claim to be delayed or completely not paid. The main function of a medical biller is to identify the issues with the details, investigate those issues, and resolve them. Details are the absolute heartbeat of what we do, the lifeline. Lifeline? Is that the right word? Okay, next, number 3, if you shut down under pressure, then you should not become a medical biller. Healthcare and healthcare administration, the business of healthcare, can be somewhat emotionally heavy. There's lots of pressures coming from different directions, and there's time sensitivity to those pressures. You might have angry patients, you might have frustrated providers, you might have a ton of claim denials, productivity expectations, backlog of aging reports, and other work that needs to be completed. There's lots of moving parts, and those moving parts are going to constantly be added to your plate. Understanding that stress management and regulation are absolutely vital for this type of position. We don't want you to end up in burnout. We want you to understand that learning the skills of self-regulation so that you can navigate pressure without collapsing every time something goes wrong will help you become a medical biller. Okay, number 4, if you avoid communication, you're someone who is constantly trying to miss those phone calls and not respond to those emails and not respond to the text messages, then you will suffer as a medical biller. Because communication is vital. We're constantly communicating in the world of medical billing. Likely the communication is happening in some way electronically or even by phone. We're communicating with our patients. We're communicating with providers, with our leaders, with the insurance companies, oftentimes communicating with our counterparts or our coworkers. The world of medical billing is all interdependent upon many other individuals. And so communication is key so that we can make sure that we have the right information and can move through our claims and can move through our workload with ease. If you're someone who's constantly avoiding difficult conversations, then medical billing is not for you, because the lifeblood of what we're doing here in medical billing is having those difficult conversations so that our claims can be paid by the insurance company. Sometimes those difficult conversations are happening in writing, and many times those things are happening over the phone with our insurance company representatives. So difficult conversations are just a part of the job. Number 5, if you want easy passive work, then medical billing is likely not for you. My friends, if you are wanting to become a medical biller, this is active work. It's not passive income. You're going to be doing tasks throughout the day that require effort on a daily basis, especially in higher volume environments. Because the claims are happening on a daily basis, you need to be performing your efforts on a daily basis as well. In this world, we have productivity expectations, we have deadlines, the requirement for some multitasking, communication from various parties coming in on a frequent basis. Once you become proficient in your position in medical billing, then yes, there's some flexibility and a lot more ease. Once we have developed in our position, there's absolutely flexibility in this career. But here's the thing. Flexibility and easy are not the same thing. Okay, next up is, if you resist technology, my friends, you should not become a medical biller. Not only is technology used throughout an entire workday as a medical biller, but we are constantly looking for new ways to introduce technology to support our efforts and ease the complexity. Now, we also are seeing adaptations of new technologies such as AI and process automation that we need to be able to understand how it can support us in our positions and adopt that technology and find ways to integrate it within our workflows. Now, there are systems out there that exist already that you're going to need to learn. There's EHR, there's clearinghouses, there's payer portals, there's coding software, there's spreadsheets, obviously things like email and calendars, other automation tools that you might be required to interface with. There's just so much technology that you're going to be engaging with on a daily basis. And our hope is that you are learning that technology and finding ways to improve your workflow by the uses of that technology that you have in place, and also maybe even identify ways that you can leverage other automation or other technology in the marketplace to support your efforts. The future of this US healthcare system is dependent upon you and everyone else's ability to adopt the new technology that's coming into the marketplace. Okay, last but certainly not least, if you need external validation, then you should not become a medical biller. Here's the thing. Everyone in the US healthcare system, all of the stakeholders, the providers, the insurances, the patients, are all dealing with a number of other things. They are not going to be the ones to provide that validation for you. They are not going to be the ones all the time to be celebrating your efforts, okay? Now, some organizations and practices do a great job at making sure their teams are celebrated on a periodic basis, but I want you to know that there's a lot more effort coming forward. You need to find your own way of celebrating your wins. Things like celebrating when you get claims paid, paying attention to when your KPIs or your metrics are higher so that you can celebrate those things for yourself. Celebrating when you've solved problems that you didn't know that you were going to be able to solve. Celebrate when you've prevented errors from happening in a practice. All right. These are all things that are possible for you to have that validation, but you will not survive if you're seeking that validation from external sources within your healthcare system. So after over 2 decades in the US healthcare system, you can imagine that I have seen all types of individuals coming in to both medical practices and to my organization to look for employment. And I immediately can identify when those individuals may not match as a medical biller. And that is the kind of information that I have chosen to introduce for you today. I've talked about some things that many people don't discuss in this area of medical billing. Those are things that helped me shape my career and things that I was able to support many of my team members over the years to develop so that they can continue advancing in their careers. I believe that positions in the US healthcare system can support the whole person. That is why we do things like provide supportive tools, resources, and training for individuals on the US healthcare system here at Inlera University. If you want to know more about that training, check out the links in the description box below. We not only teach the technical skills, but we also help to make sure that you're able to have a thriving career that serves you as an individual. Okay, I hope this video gave you a very honest and grounded approach to why medical billing may or may not be for you, because this industry can absolutely provide the opportunity, flexibility, and growth that you might be desiring. And here at Inlera University, we believe healthcare business professionals deserve that support too. Not just the technical training, but the tools for sustainable careers and healthier lives. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.